Hi everyone, welcome back to my page. If this is your first time seeing me on here, hi, my name is Denali. I'm also known as DeeOracleHealer here on YouTube and on TikTok. If you would like to follow me on TikTok, I also post free pick-a-pile readings on there as well. It will be linked down below in the description box. I also did just open up a new Etsy shop that will also be linked down below if anyone would like to book a private reading with me. I've been getting a lot of bookings through my TikTok actually, which I'm very grateful for. So if you are also someone new who has followed me here on YouTube through TikTok, hi, thank you so much for following me on here and on my other platforms. It really does mean a lot. I do want to share a few reviews that I've gotten here on the screen. A lot of beautiful, wonderful feedback that I've been getting from these private readings, and it just warms my heart every single time. Every time that I hear that notification that I've gotten a booking, I just thank God, for sending me another person to help. And yeah, it just really does mean a lot. It means the world, and I hope to continue to grow in my craft. But we're going to go ahead and jump into today's reading. Today's reading is a charm reading. It's been a while since I've done one here on my page, and it's 3 piles here to choose from. Before I mention anything else, I do have timestamps linked down below, so that way you can go straight to your pile once you choose your pile. And as always, please remember to only take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't make sense. It's more than likely just a message for somebody else. Okay, so like I said, 3 piles to choose from. This is going to be a general reading, so do keep in mind anything can get channeled through today. We can get stuff about love, career, goals, finances, all of that mixed together. Past situations, current situations, things in the future can be predicted as well, right? We don't know. So it's all up to your spirit guides and what your spirit guides have to say, what they feel like sharing, don't feel like sharing. My job here is to serve as the messenger between both you and your spirit guides. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce the 3 piles for today, guys. Okay, so we have pile 1 here is the 6 of Wands. Pile number 2 is Page of Wands. And pile number 3 is King of Swords. As always, please take your time when choosing your pile, and I will see you in your section. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. You all chose the 6 of Wands card. This is going to be your charm reading for today. So 6 of Wands, you could be a fire sign. You don't have to be, but that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So 6 of Wands, what I'm getting here is recognition, rewards. You could be feeling like a boost in your confidence is starting to grow. If you feel like this isn't happening right now, this could be something that's coming for you. So something to be very excited and very prepared for. I feel like you've been putting in the work, putting in that grind, whether it's at work, with your own spiritual growth, careers, goals, anything like that, anything that you've been working on. I see you seeing the rewards for that. You're going to be getting recognition. This could be recognition quite literally at work. If not, just, if you're someone who owns your own business, this could be getting a lot of recognition from customers, them telling you like, oh my goodness, I love this product. I love what you're doing right now. If you're someone who posts on social media about this thing you're working on, this could be possibly people just telling you, like, wow, this is so cool, like, you're so good at this, what made you like start that, just getting some sort of like recognition for whatever it is that you're doing or that you're working on, moving towards at this point in time. I'm also hearing, for you to believe in yourself. So maybe some of you haven't quite literally gotten to this energy yet. So don't sell yourself short, my pile 1s. Okay, you're very capable of setting your mind to something and achieving that. So there is a little bit of energy of like maybe a few of you here today feeling a little bit stuck when it comes to something. Maybe someone or certain situation is kind of holding you back. But I feel like it could also just, if it's not someone else, it could just be quite literally you, you know, you underestimating yourself, like I said, selling yourself short. But we're gonna get the charms. I'm gonna put that card over there. And if this would focus, okay, there we go. If you have the volume up all the way, guys, go ahead and lower it down because this can get a little bit loud with my mic here. For pile 1, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm not going to be getting initials today, but I am going to be getting some divination sticks. I just choose however many spirits telling me to choose at random. I let my hand guide me. My hand and my intuition, so. Okay, I'm hearing the stop. Let me fix these, turn them upright. We're gonna leave this right over here and we'll jump into your charms first. So let's zoom you in. Let's talk about it. Okay. Where are my tweezers? I just had them here, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. You could find yourself like losing things in the near future here. I don't know why when I said losing things, I heard next month, or like I wanted to say next month. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, we're gonna have to do it without it. Sorry. Losing things next month. I don't know. Be careful with that, okay? Let's see. Be really careful with how much, because we have this little evil eye here as well. Be careful with how much you're sharing what you're doing online, or with like however many people. I don't know. Don't share like your secrets on what it is that you're working on. Like if you're like a cook, like I don't know, that's like what I just heard right now. Like don't share the secret recipe. Don't share the secret formula. It's not that you want to be like malicious or anything. But you do have some people in your energy that are kind of wanting to like either copy you or steal like the fruits of your labor somewhere somehow. I'm hearing it's because these people like see again, because we were getting a lot about recognition, so a lot of eyes are going to be on you. So if you don't have like any form of evil eye protection, I do recommend that you get that. I'm not seeing anything too bad, too major here, but we do have this person like quite literally like stealing. You see that? Like stealing money. So again, you know, be very, very careful with who you have surrounded in your energy at this time while you're doing all of this work, because this is something that you've been working really hard at to do. This could be something that has been growing over time, and like you're finally seeing like the fruits of your labor, these like crops that you've been trying to grow, you know, for so long. I feel like there's been a lot of trial and error in this too, you know. This is something that you've gained a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge and logic into. So again, you know, just be really, really careful when doing that. I was getting a little bit of energy of something holding you back. I don't know if you remember me saying that. We have the little like heart here with a locket, but there's no key. I have a lot of things in my charm bowl that represent like love, whether that's new love, current love, past love. And you know, some of them do come with a key. Some of them do come with other signs of symbolism that has to do with being open to love. And I feel like right now this is just like a lock by itself, and it's kind of like closed off, you know. There's no key to be found. There's no symbolism of like openness with that. So this could be a love situation that you're closing off or that you're shutting out. This could be something that you're like avoiding or trying your best to avoid like throughout the day. Or this could be another thing you're keeping yourself like busy from as well. But I feel like when it hits a certain time, a specific time in your daily routine where you're not as busy, that it's like, oh, you know, this is creeping in again, or this certain person or this certain individual, this certain problem. And that could be something that gets you a little bit like sidetrack. This could be a kind of like connection that either flourished or ended during like the winter time, because we have this like broken snowflake here. I have another snowflake in my charm bowl that's not broken. This is it right here actually, but you know, we got this one. So I'm getting like a broken promise of some kind that happened, and I feel like ever since this broken promise was broken, betrayed, I feel like it was like, okay, I'm gonna close my luck now, you know, I'm gonna set up this wall and I'm gonna hide away the key, you know, I'm not gonna let anyone in my energy right now. So I do feel like you're very much trying to just like stay focused on you, all things having to like do with you. And again, you know, this like success and that you're going to be having, or that you're having right now. But there's like a huge recognition that's going to be coming through as well. For signs, we have Cancer, that's water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we also have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That could be very significant for you. We have laugh, live. I'm thinking of like live, laugh, love, which I think it's funny because we were getting you being closed off to love. And, you know, so it's like love's not here. So just live, laugh, live, laugh only, live, laugh. Really interesting, you know, the way that came through. We also have the Hangman. So yeah, you know, I feel like you're trying your best to kind of hang in there, just do what you have to do. But I feel like there's just like something in the love department that needs your attention at this time, that I feel like will get the ball rolling a little bit more. It'll kind of, whenever we have like things that we're holding on to, whether that's like resentment, resenting someone that did us wrong, you know, not like forgiving someone, being real hung up in the past, even if it's not forgiving someone else for something that someone else did, but forgiving ourselves for something that maybe we caused bad in someone else's world or in someone else's energy. That's still like a weight, you know, that can like remain on our shoulders. And I feel like this is just, again, you know, something that's being weighted on you right now at this time. We do have that, you know, things will be revealed, truth will always be revealed, karma will always serve its purpose and take place, and justice and all of that. So if you feel like this is like a situation that you're still going through right now at this time, justice will be served, you know. The sun will once rise again, and once rise on you, and all of these great things, all this success, because that is something that's coming through, you know. Hello with the Six of Wands card that you got here. But it's just a matter of kind of like I don't know why I was gonna say fishing out. Why was I gonna say fishing out? Maybe you're gonna go fishing, or someone likes to fish. I meant to say weeding out these like weeds and these bad things, to just kind of like clear the room, clear the space, clear the air, you know, to be able to focus on all of these amazing things that you've been like working on at this time. These are your divination sticks here. Let me move this up just a bit. So we have someone wants more attention. So someone at this time could be trying to, you know, get your attention. We have this disappointment down here, and we also have regret. You see what I mean? So this could be either their perspective or your perspective. I'm getting it's more them. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Switch the roles if you need to. But we have someone wants more attention, disappointment, and a friend or lover. I regret what I did to you. So this person's in regret. So yeah, you see what I mean? These all have to do with like love, or being no longer being in like connection with someone, you being closed off. This is the reason why you threw away the key, and you're just kind of like protecting yourself, protecting your energy, and trying your best to focus on your success at this time. Trying to build up your like confidence, you know, trying to hype yourself up. But I keep hearing someone be like, okay, today's a new day, you know, today is a new day to bring new opportunities. I need to be on top of my shit, you know, do what I have to do, because, you know, life doesn't stop for anyone, that kind of thing. And if you're not in that energy, that is like a future energy that's being predicted here for you. But yeah, you know, whatever it is that this person did, they're still very disappointed. I feel like you're disappointed in them, the fact that they let you down. And this person does regret or is living in regret at this time on what it is that they did to you. We do have that travel will help at this time. Okay, so don't take that as like you have to go on a big fancy trip or anything, you know. I feel like you're heavily working, you're keeping yourself busy. So even if it means just like traveling to the next town over or the next city over, wherever it is that you live, or going back to visit family, you know, in your hometown, or if you want to go all out and take like a few weeks off or a week off and go, you know, get on a plane and go somewhere far away, you know, if you have the money to do that right now, then go right for it. Confirmation that this is just something that will help the energy, you know, a change in scenery type of thing. We also have the orange here, so I'm seeing things gaining momentum. If you feel like you're low on energy, energy is something that's going to be coming through for you soon. I feel like majority of you aren't. Another thing I'm getting with this is maybe that you need to like recharge your energy, recharge your battery, because you know, wands is all about taking action. So you've definitely have been taking action on a lot of things. So when it comes to like career, goals, stability department. But sometimes when we like overwork ourselves without realizing it, we get burnt out, and then we're like, oh shoot, how did I get here? How did this happen? Why is this happening? But then we realize like, oh, I haven't been catching up on my sleep. I haven't really been, you know, instead of taking time to recharge on the weekends, I've just been trying to get ahead on like work or trying to do more, looking for more things to do instead of, I don't know, just kicking it back, you know, taking it easy. So yeah, that's what we're getting here with the orange here in this energy. I'm gonna go ahead and get you some cards on advice before you go. This is advice slash things that your spirit guides want you to be more aware of at this time. I'm gonna mix two decks together and I will zoom you out. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, what is the advice for pile 1 before they go? What is the advice for pile 1? So we have hold your vision. So yeah, your spirit guides are saying, you know, despite what it is or this person, the situation that, you know, could have you maybe holding back a little bit or maybe blocking your energy at this time, they're saying try your best to continue holding your vision on what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're working on. You know, don't let this be something that holds you back completely to the point where, because I don't know why I keep hearing this. I keep hearing like spirit say like you're on a streak, you're on a good streak. Maybe back then there was like some cycles that you kept on repeating and repeating and repeating, and it was causing a delay in this like recognition, this growth that you're in right now or that's coming for you soon. So they want you to keep holding that and, you know, holding this like good momentum, because I was getting momentum too that you have right now. So, you know, hold that, hold your vision, keep your eyes on the prize, on this like 6 of Wands energy here. But work on these little minor things that we talked about today. We have trust your path. Okay, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You know, if you knew what you know now today in this reading, you know that things will be fine, things will be okay, and that you are going to get noticed for your efforts. You know, maybe some of you are questioning right now at this time, should I continue working on, you know, this thing that I'm working on? Will people watch? Will people care? Will people buy my product? Will this be impactful enough? Will this be enough to one day be my only source of income? That kind of thing. You could be questioning a little bit, you know, on whether or not what you're doing at this time is even going to be worth it one day. Your spirit guides are saying yes. Why? Because you're being supported. You're being supported every step of the way. You have been. But again, you know, with the Six of Wands, that's a card of someone who believes in themselves. They do have the confidence to believe in themselves and know that they're more than capable of achieving, you know, whatever it is that they set their mind to do. So if you're not in that energy, you know, definitely, you know, go for it. Sometimes we gotta fake it till we make it, right? Me personally, with like my Etsy shop that I just opened up for my private readings, I was already doing private readings for, I want to say maybe like 2 years or a little bit more, actually, to be honest. You know, and for like inner circle people just that I knew from like my hometown, and people who had me on like Snapchat and stuff. That's where I started doing private readings. And I was like, okay, do I feel ready? Do I feel ready to put in the money and opening up an Etsy shop to try to expand my audience? But if I do, what if I don't get more clientele? What if it doesn't do well? You know, what if I spend this like money to open this up and nothing happens, it doesn't go anywhere? But it took me a little bit of time to get out of that fear. And I was striking myself out before I could even go up to bat, you know? And once getting over that, you know, now that I'm in this and I'm enjoying where it's at right now. Yes, it's not like crazy booming, you know, I don't have like 100+ people booking with me every week, but I've been consistent. I've had at least like 3 people each week this month in itself book with me. And to me, that's enough. To me, I'm like, that's a lot better, to be honest, than I thought that it was going to be. And what more could I ask of that? Like, I could only grow from here on out, you know? And these reviews that I'm getting, this feedback, it just gives me more fuel. It gives me more confidence. But it all started with me first. I had to have the confidence in myself to say, I'm not gonna know unless I try. I just need to do it. I just need to go for it, you know? So you could be in a similar situation when it comes to that. We have South Node, don't let your past hold you back. We were getting that, okay, with this like friend or this person who's living in regret, friend / lover, whoever it is for you, because for everyone it's gonna be different. So don't live in regret. Don't live in, you know, possibly maybe some of you feel a little bit bad or feel guilty if you're resonating with you being the one who maybe did something bad onto someone else. Maybe you're still feeling guilty for that. It's important that we forgive ourselves because we're all human. Yes, hold yourself accountable, but then release, you know, and don't speed that release. But once that release happens, you'll be able to move on and move forward, you know, into whatever else your life, your journey has in store for you. So really beautiful. I'm gonna leave this here with you, my pile ones. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. If you resonated with anything today, leave a comment down below sharing your experience or just letting me know, hey, Dee, I'm from pile 1. Thank you so much, you know, whatever. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the reading today. If you did and you would like to see future readings like this one, you can follow me here on YouTube, or like I said, I have my Etsy shop and my TikTok link down below in the description box. I'm sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile ones. You got this, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, my pile 2s, and welcome to your reading today. You all chose the Page of Wands card here, so this is going to be your charm reading. So my pile 2s, I'm seeing adventure, I'm seeing fresh new ideas, fresh new start. You could be someone who's very, very extroverted. We have wands, so that's fire. Fire represents Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That could be your sign. It doesn't have to be. But I'm seeing a lot of fearless, fiery energy. You could be someone who's like an open book, like I said, very extroverted. You could run your mouth a lot. I'm seeing a lot of this, a lot of like talking, not bad talking, but just like you're a firecracker, you know, you kind of can't help yourself. You can't stay seated in one place for too long. You're just like, I like to be over here, I like to be over there. Travel could be really big for you right now at this time. If not, I see that coming in very soon as well. I'm seeing a new spark when it comes to any and all things having to do with creativity. So anything that sparks that aspect of yourself, I see that growing. I'm also seeing something coming through having to do with like you receiving good news of some kind. So you could be very lucky, you know, whenever it is that this reading finds you, because my readings are timeless. If not in the near future, I'm seeing you striking gold on something. I keep seeing that strike gold, strike gold. So let's go ahead and jump into the charms for you. I'm excited. I'm going to try my best to make sure that this is in focus. If you have the volume up all the way, go ahead and lower it down now, because this part does get a little bit loud. Oh, I just got chills on both my arms. Oof. Do you get cold a lot, Pile 2? Interesting. What are the charms today for Pile 2 Spirit? Thank you so much. That is so funny. I was like, ooh. That came through so fast. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and before we jump into this, I'm going to get you some divination sticks. I just pick out as many as my, you know, intuition's telling me to do, whatever feels right. Okay, I'm gonna fix these and we will talk about it. Okay, let's jump into your charms. I'm gonna zoom you in. Give me a second to connect. We're not doing initials, but we do have one initial here. It's A. Someone here could be a teacher or work in some kind of like education. We have earth energy here, and we also have water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but we have specifically Pisces and Capricorn. That's cute. Someone could like sports or be playing sports or feel called to like work on your health and fitness. I heard this month, I'm filming this in August, but again, my readings are timeless whenever this this video finds you. I think it's interesting how I was getting a lot having to do with like a fresh new start, you being very like fearless, just going out, just trying things. I'm getting a lot of like daredevil energy with this right here, confirmation on my phone. I feel like you're just going for it. You're trying new things. I feel like you could tend to have this like energy where you like jump into stuff maybe without thinking first, but it's kind of funny because you do this and you always have like good luck with whatever it is that you do. This could be something that like your friends and family tell you like, oh my goodness, like you're so, I don't know, like you just do things without thinking. Like I didn't want to say it, but I'm just gonna say it because I'm hearing someone say that to you, so I feel like, you know, this is a person in your life, but I'm hearing them literally tell you like, you're so stupid, yet you have like the best luck in the world, or the most luck out of all of us. So someone in your friend group could quite literally like tell you that, or if you have like siblings, I don't know, it's giving like sibling friend energy, in particular like a brother, I don't know. Anyways, fearless extrovert, creativity, yeah. So there's an energy of like, I don't know if you're already in a connection right now or not. You could be someone who's kind of just like dating around at this time. The only reason why I say that is because we have the little shell here, which represents water as well, right? The little clam, but it was face down instead of being open. It has like a little pearl inside of it too. So this pearl could represent someone that you're trying to protect at this time from somebody else, or this pearl could just represent you. So I feel like, you know, you kind of like blocking out your heart at this time, trying to keep your heart like protected from certain individuals or certain people. That's also connecting with some things that we got in your sticks, your divination sticks, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. You could be very, very a spiritual person. You know, you could be someone who's really big on, you know, all things like higher power, talking to like God, taking like spiritual guidance from like other people as well. You could also just be on like a spiritual journey right now at this time. Either way, you're divinely guided, you're divinely protected, okay? Your angels, your spirit guides, they're always here with you. They always hear you. I don't know why this is coming through, but there's something significant when it comes to like church or like church school or like Bible school or something like that. They're telling me that there could have been like an experience that you went through or that you gone through during Bible class or communion, or there's just something of significance in the past, like early childhood, that happened during like church that really like impacted your religion today. Okay, that's a very specific message, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Going back to this like porcupine, I was getting like you could be an educator, like a teacher. Another thing I'm getting with that is another thing having to do with like defense or like defense mechanism. That's another thing that I think too when I think of like sports, like being defensive. So I feel like you're always like alert. So yes, you're like wild and crazy, you're really out there, you're very extroverted, but at the same time, you're always kind of like being like self-aware, of like, I'm not gonna let this person cross me. Like, you know, you're a firecracker, like you'll say it. If someone crosses you, you make it well known that, you know, you shouldn't have crossed me, you're gonna regret crossing me. So yeah, you're an open book, you know, you're not afraid to like say what's on your mind. I feel like you're someone who like defends a lot of people. There's a lot here having to do with like a defense mechanism, so like defending yourself and your name, but also like other people as well. I was getting good news. Some of you could be like graduating from like school when it comes to like either education or like nursing, because we have a heart here with like a little nurse cap, or it could just mean that like whatever it is that you do for work has to do with like caring for others, taking care of others, either like health, because this is symbolism of health, excuse me, or just honestly in like any aspect. Okay, this thing here, my camera might shut off because I'm running low on battery, so I might have to switch it soon. We have this person that's like, I have no idea what this person's doing. I feel like this is just representing you. Like you're just always like jumping around, or you could be like just dancing in the grocery store, no matter it is where you go. Speaking of dancing, you could be like going on like a night out too. There's something coming through with like this defense thing. We have this little like star symbol here in my charm bowl. This always represents like a fear surrounding or having to do with like being like hexed or having like an evil eye set on you. But I feel like you're protected, but you're like worried about this or worried about something. In your divination sticks here, we have grass. I'm hearing the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I believe that's how they say it. I'm also just getting like hardcore Virgo. So there's a Virgo in your life that's like very, very significant. I'm hearing Taurus as well too though. We have you are worried for no reason. You see what I mean? I feel, again, going back to this, like you being very defensive, feeling like you always have to have like your guard up, never put your guard down. So you could be like stressed when it comes to protecting like your family or protecting yourself. Listen, like I know it's important, right, to, especially when we've been done wrong or been in certain situations, it can be really hard to trust people, not knowing if someone has like other motives or they're like hiding things from you. But I feel like this is something that you're taking to a very, very like extreme level. So your spirit guides are kind of like, okay, we need to try to like do something healthy to kind of like distract the mind or distract yourself from like getting a little too like invested in this, or a little too invested in thinking that like something bad is always gonna like happen. I don't want to make you feel like you're like crazy or make you feel like you're not validated, because I want you to feel validated in feeling this way. Obviously you're feeling a certain way for a reason, you know, but everything's fine. Okay, you're guided, you're protected. We have loves all things Disney. You could be someone who loves watching like Disney. You could have, you know, Disney account. I have a Disney account. You could have visited or been planning to like visit a trip to like Disney World, Disneyland, I don't know. We also have Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. That's a song, an old song. We also have More Than One Secret Admirer right now. So you have a lot of eyes on you. I was getting you just like dating around. So you could be someone who's just kind of like not really thinking about settling down at this point in time in your life. That doesn't mean that you never will. But we all just want different things, you know? And I feel like right now you just kind of like want to continue having fun. Because you're very wild. You're very wild right now. But yeah, I just see you just kind of like enjoying that. And whether it's like having flings or not, or just being very independent, enjoying your independent energy and everything that comes along with it. But surprise, surprise, you have a few eyes, a few suitors that are, you know, thinking about you, that want to make their way towards you. And these are people that are so... It's a little bit kind of giving like an obsession. That could be another reason why we have this here. So just... I don't want to put fear into your head, right? Because we do have here quite literally like there's no reason to like worry about anything. But these people are obsessed with you. I feel like you have very good looks. Like you're very, very good looking. I don't know if you're someone who posts really big on social media, but I'm seeing someone like watch your social media. That can resonate with some of you as well. When it comes to receiving good news, because that was like a huge thing that has to do with like career related or goals. Like I was saying, some of you could like graduate, or when it comes to like education, maybe you're waiting like on a certain job of some kind. But either way, I just feel like because you're so carefree right now, you gravitate like a lot of like good things, like because you're so easygoing and easy flowing, very chilled, very laid back. Everything just like comes to you. And again, that was like an energy that I was getting at the start of your reading, that like friends and family could tell you like, man, like you don't even do anything, and you like, and it's not that you get things handed to you or that you like it that way, but you kind of do. And I'm not calling you hardworking, because you definitely are, you know, but it's just like silly things, or I don't know, it's just like so random. Like you just have like really, really good luck. Which, you know, I feel like anyone would love to hear that. So if there's anything that you want to continue to like work towards or work at, right now is the time to do it. And I don't know why I was gonna say right now that you're young. You could be in like your 20s to like, I don't know, early 30s. I'm getting hardcore like 20s to late 30s. Or you could just be like really young at heart, maybe right now with where you're at, because you're not settled down, because you don't have kids, you know, because you're moving very independently. I feel like your spirit guides are saying like, you know, right now's the time to do it. Right now's the time to like build on like a foundation, and then all the serious stuff will come like later on, you know. So yeah, very like carefree energy, very adventurous. You could be planning on like traveling. You could be someone who's really big on travel, or someone who... Okay, yeah. They're telling me that this is something that you've been like manifesting, like wanting to travel more. So you could be saving up money for that. Really, really good. So I'm gonna get you your advice. That's honestly like really, really good energy. I combined 2 decks here for the advice section. So give me 1 second to try and shuffle this. And we will talk about it. Advice today for pile 2 before they go. Oh, look at that. I was getting this with the grass. We have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. You're good enough, pile 2. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This could be another thing that you're like worried about for no reason. Not feeling capable enough of like handling something, or being open to maybe like connections or a relationship. Because with the clam, I was getting you protecting yourself, like hiding yourself, or like protecting your heart. It's not that you're fake, or that you're a fake person, or that you're not capable of like loving someone or being in a connection, which by the way, this doesn't have to be like romance. It could be any kind of connection. But I don't know, I just feel like it's something that you maybe like feel uncomfortable talking about, or there could be a little bit of like insecurities surrounding that. But everything's okay. You know, you're good enough. Everything's fine. We have full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. This is literally what I was just saying right now, that like you're like hiding some certain like aspect of yourself. And again, it's not because you're fake, you know. I think it's really interesting that we got this, because I feel like a lot having to do in your reading had to do with like you being like an open book, you know, with this Page of Wands, being like an extrovert, being all crazy, being out there, being like a daredevil. All those things represent someone who's like not fearless, you know. I mean, represent someone who's like fearless, not in fear. But it's like on the inside, like behind the scenes, that I feel like you do have a little bit of fear when it comes to certain things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why I just heard that like you could probably feel like you have to keep up with this like persona. Maybe this is like this type of energy that we're pulling is something that like your friends and family like known you to be, and maybe you feel like if you show some side of like vulnerability with them or with anyone, that someone's gonna call you out on that, or be like, oh, like that's different, that's not you. Like the pile two that I know wouldn't like say that or feel that way, but no one can tell you how you're supposed to feel, you know. So don't think that you revealing like other parts of yourself means that you're still not this fearless person, that you're, you know, no longer this like daredevil or this extrovert, someone who's very capable of being really like out there and funny and like the life of the party. Like, no, you know, we can all have different versions and different aspects of ourselves and still be us, and you know, that all of those different characters can still be us and still be part of who we are and who we're meant to be. So we have no. So if there was something you were like wondering, or I don't know, wanting to jump on, we have no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. I'm going to get a card for you for some confirmation, because I don't want anyone here leaving today with like, what does that mean? Let me get a few cards. Can we confirm this no card here? What does this no card have to do with? That was fast. We have watch and slow. Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be significant. Bottom of the deck, we have leap. So this is in regards to like deciding something, whether it's like a certain connection or moving forward. It's something having to do with like a decision. Your spirit guides are saying like, because you're very extroverted, because like you really just like jump onto things and just like, you know, like I said, this was the energy we were pulling in the beginning again, with you like acting on stuff without thinking first. Like this has just been like an energy that like you've always kind of been, like you kind of can't help it. But they're saying with this particular thing that it's important that you take it slow before leaping. So they're saying, you know, be watchful. We were getting you watching. Maybe this is like a future energy that I was channeling for you, because I mentioned that earlier too, with you like being very watchful, being like cautious. So but be again like on the lookout, but also do it in a healthy way, because we were also getting you needing to not like worry so much about a certain situation, but take your time, you know, don't push yourself too much. Really think about things, or this certain situation in particular, before like leaping into it. I feel called to get one more. We have travel, we have apple. So what this is telling me is moving towards temptation. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. There's gonna be a situation or a certain someone, because I was getting you being like giving like a single energy. I was saying that you could be maybe like having flings, just kind of really not taking anything or anyone serious at this time. They're saying to be careful or slow down when it comes to maybe like certain people that you're meeting or having like flings with, even if it's not flings, but you're gonna be tested with like temptation or moving towards temptation of some kind. Okay, so just be very careful when it comes to that, because your spirit guides are saying no. They're saying reverse resist. I meant to say resist. Resist the urge. And, you know, when it comes to being tempted about a particular someone or moving towards something or someone, okay? So that is coming through as a message of warning. So I'm gonna leave this here with you, my pile twos. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonated with anything, leave a comment down below or give this video a like. You can also comment down below what pile you're from. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. If you would like to see future readings like this one, you can follow me here on YouTube. And you can also follow me on TikTok. I will link that down below. I post on TikTok as well. And I also have an Etsy shop where I do private readings if you're interested in booking with me. And yeah, I'm sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile twos. You all got this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hello my pile threes, and welcome to your charm reading. You all chose the King of Swords card here. So let's see, my pile threes. I'm seeing that right now you could be in an energy of having very, very serious, high standards for yourself or towards other people. I'm also seeing that at this time, or coming in the near future here for you, that you're going to be challenged to stand up to a certain task or to a certain, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of giving like a certain decision that you're going to have to make, but I'm seeing that this is something that hasn't been given to you yet. So this is something that's, again, like I mentioned, in the future. There's also an energy coming through of you know, needing to remember not to make any decisions yet, or just based off of assumptions of some kind, because Swords energy does represent, you know, all things mind. So you could be in your head when any single time that something gets like thrown at you or a certain situation start to arise. Anytime you kind of maybe sense that someone could be lying to you about something, you know, your spirit guides are saying, you know, before calling someone out or before calling it quits when it comes to, you know, whatever, to make sure that you have like proof of that first. I don't know why that's coming through, proof of something first before making an assumption. So yeah, I'm getting a lot about you, again, you know, having very, very high standards when it comes to either a person or more than one person, but also high standards for yourself. Or the reason why you have high standards for other people is because you set the tone, you know, for you and yourself and what you will tolerate and won't tolerate. But let's go ahead and get the charms. If you have the volume up all the way, go ahead and lower it down now, because this part does get a little bit loud. Pile 3. Alrighty, thank you. Now I am going to be getting some divination sticks. We're not getting initials. I just pick however many I feel called to do so. I heard 4, so I'm gonna get 4. And then we will talk about this. Interesting, okay. Maybe you have a reason to overthink this right now. Okay, so, the reason why I say that is because we have this black bead here and some things that are coming through, and the sticks over here first. Okay. So I'm hearing like if you are in a situation, which is what I'm getting with someone in particular, because black beads in my charm bowl represent people in our life who aren't really like good for us. You know, they're people who have really bad energy. So I'm seeing you being surrounded by someone like that. You could already know who this is. Give me 1 second. We have swords. I'm trying to pick it up. I have no idea where my tweezers went, guys. They like disappeared on me. So we have 7 of swords here. So yeah, more swords energy. We also have hangman. We also have 10 of pentacles. If you're wondering in terms of like stability and like work, things that you're working on, I feel like you have been like very, very busy. I feel like you know, things with the work and your stability are really, really good right now. So, you know, I'm not really getting anything with that. If you feel like that has been a little bit stuck or a little bit in like a pause, surprise, that's something that's going to improve here in the near future. Okay, so if you've been wondering like, will my financial status change soon? Your answer is yes. We have this yellow stone here. This represents the solar plexus chakra, which is in our stomach. This is all things self-esteem and like power. So this could be, you know, the situation could be making an impact, causing an impact on like your health, or your self-esteem, your confidence when it comes to something. Because I'm seeing you like being a little bit like there's like some sort of like hesitance or background like fear of you kind of like being like, should I, like, am I overthinking? Is this like in my head? You know, am I wrongly accusing them or am I not? Or is this something that's actually like happening? I don't know, but this is like what you're like in your head about. This is something that you're like thinking. We have a lot having to do with like love here, which I think is also really interesting. So this doesn't have to do with, for those of you that are in a connection right now or pursuing one at this time, and if you're like happy, this doesn't have to do with like that person. This is just someone else. This could be someone from your past that you like no longer talk to. I'm actually even hearing for others of you, this is a person that you haven't even met yet. So we're kind of giving like we're getting like a pre-little like warning here to keep an eye out for that. We have this like lone wolf here. Someone could have like a dog. I don't know why I'm seeing like a husky in particular. Someone can resonate with that. But I'm seeing that right now you're kind of in like your own lone wolf energy. Not to say that you are like surrounded by love. I'm hearing that you actually could have like a really huge like family tree, because I'm getting that with this big heart right here. So a lot of like, you can have a lot of like ancestors and things like that that are like guiding you at this point in time. Some that have passed, but also just like a really huge bloodline like right now, like in you know, in the living, in the 3D here. So you know, you could have like 78 to 8 brothers or sisters, or just in general like have like a really, really big family. Even if you are like an only child, maybe like your parents have a lot of like siblings is another thing I'm hearing as well. But family is like very, very significant and very, very important to you. I feel like they're your support system. I didn't even realize that we have this dog right here. So we have two symbolisms in regards to like a dog, but it's a question mark. So some of you either already have a dog or you're thinking about getting a new dog to add to the dogs that you already have or pets that you already have. Or this could just be like getting a new one in general, getting your first pet. Really, really cute energy. I'm hearing like music in the background ever since I started like your reading here, and I've been, you can't see me, right, because the camera's pointing at the table, but I've kind of been like bobbing my head while I've been talking. So music could be something you feel really like connected to, or you've been listening to as of recently, because I can't stop. You can listen to music at any point, time of day. It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. You're just always bumping music, you know. Someone here could be in the medical field as well, was another thing I want to mention. There is some obstacles to overcome, okay, when it comes to this like black bead here. I was saying that this is like a future energy, but let's go ahead and move into your divination sticks, because this is going to be significant. We have here that someone is spying out you. Someone will gossip about your secrets. So really interesting. I was getting an energy that this is someone that you don't know, but that was probably coming through in terms, or like a spirit's way of saying that this is someone that's in your energy right now, but this is confirmation on my phone. But it's someone who's wearing a mask. So it's like someone that is in your energy that you think is like a good friend or like a good person, but in reality, they're like someone completely different. So this person's really good at hiding, you know, their true intentions, hiding their motives that they have when it comes to you. I feel like this person, if you're wondering like why does this person feel this way, I feel like they're just envious of you, kind of like in all aspects having to do with like your life. So they could be envious of the fact that like you do have a big family, a big loving family, you know, a huge support system. Some people to like fall back on, people that are there for you, and I feel like this person doesn't have that. I feel like they're kind of giving this like lone wolf energy, so that's another reason why this was coming through as well. It's representing them, so they could be a little bit of like a loner, but I feel like it's because they don't really like open themselves up to like meeting new people or having good connections. They kind of tend to like self-sabotage that. You know, there's always like deeper meanings to why like certain people act a certain way, or act in negative ways, or come to like attack us and things like that. And I feel like I'm not trying to excuse this person, but I feel like a huge like reason on why they are the way that they are has to do with something that they went through in their childhood that they weren't taught in the right way by their parents. But anyways, you know, again, they're very envious of the fact that you have a support system. They could be envious of like your work ethic as well. So this could be someone in the workplace, because we do have pentacles here too. So like if you've gotten like a raise or promoted somewhere somehow, maybe you just get a lot of recognition at work. This could be another reason or another thing that they are like envious and jealous of you about, you know. We have here the two hearts together, so I'm seeing soulmate energy, and we have the little like smile here, and you actually got right here, you're the reason I smile in your divination sticks. I thought that was really, really cool, you know, pairing the two together. So again, you know, this isn't like someone that you're with, especially if you've been with this person like long term and you have like a loving connection together. Not a perfect connection, because all relationships aren't perfect, but a loving one, you know. Again, one that has to do with the two of you wanting to build something with one another and work at it. So that's not who this black bead is, okay? You bring a lot of like light and happiness towards this like person here. They keep telling me that you make them want to grow into a better person, which is why we have this like flower here, which is really good. Someone could go to like Texas Longhorns, or like Longhorns like steakhouse. I don't know why that's coming through with this like Longhorn here. I can't remember what school that is too. I believe that's like a mascot for a certain school that could resonate with someone. Austin could be significant too. We have here too as well that music speaks to you, so you know, that confirmation with like music and me bobbing my head. But yeah, be very careful with this like black bead here, because I feel like you don't actually like tell this person a lot about your life, because we got someone will gossip about your secrets. So I feel like you don't share this with like this person. These secrets or this gossip that they're gonna be doing is all like fake gossip or fake information. So like they could like potentially be telling people like, oh, pile 3 does this and does that, but it's like not true, you know. I feel like it's one thing, I mean, it's not good either way for people to gossip about you, whether it's true information or not, true secrets or not. It's just bad. You don't do that. But it's just like the audacity that this person has to do that, because it's not even like true, you know. Anyway, so again, you know, when it comes to these like high standards that you have and that you hold for yourself, and in terms of like having this like challenge, I feel like this challenge is gonna have to do with you for some reason deciding whether or not if you're gonna like give this person a second chance. That's why your spirit guides are saying like to be very careful with this. If the proof is in the pudding, you know, decide what you're gonna do with that and really, really like sit on it and think on it. Because I feel like with the Hangman energy, for some reason you're gonna be kind of like afraid to decide to get out of this person's energy. And I feel like it's just because you have like a really big heart. This could be someone that maybe like a time or two you gave a helping hand to, or like I said, this person wears a mask. So I feel like when you find out that, I feel like this is like a shock to you. Maybe you already know who this is or who this could potentially be, but I feel like you're second guessing that. like, no, like, this can't be this person because they're like my friend, or they always said they would be there for me, or we've been through like things together. Like, what? I'm so surprised, you know? So I feel like that's gonna make it that much harder for you to make a decision. But this is the challenge that's coming ahead, okay, if it hasn't been shown to you yet. Which I know that could be like an uncomfortable situation to go through, but it's coming through here for a reason, you know, as something that maybe you don't want to hear at this time, but that you need to hear. So a lot of the energy in the 3 piles today have to do with like a warning, you know, kind of like the spirit guides, your angels, your guides coming through today to be like, okay, we want to give you a heads up right now that you're connecting here with Denali. We want to give you the heads up on this like situation, which, you know, I feel like that's like really good. And I feel like when that happens, we need to be open to hearing it, even if we don't want to. But yeah, that's going to be an important decision that you're going to have to make, that you're going to have to overcome. Okay, my pile 3s, I'm going to get some cards for you in terms of like advice, what you need to do moving forward. I'm mixing 2 decks together. Give me 1 second to shuffle this. I just saw 1515 on the timer. That's I don't know, an important number for you. Look that up, okay, when you're done here. So you're just gonna go onto your search engine, and you know, that could be Safari if you have an iPhone, or on your computer that could be Google, whatever it is that you use the most. You're going to search up angel number, or 1515 angel number meaning, hit search, and whichever link you feel gravitated towards to the most, you're going to click on that, and you should get a whole page filled with messages, or a message from Spirit on what that angel number could mean for you at this time. So Spirit, what is the overall advice today? Is there anything else you'd like to say to pile 3 before they go? I was hearing to get this card, and this card came out, so let's see. Oh, what did I say, you guys? You see, I was getting something with like ancestors or like family. We have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. That is so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation. Yeah, so that's what I was getting with this, you know. I feel like, you know, in terms of like soul tribe and stuff, and like ancestors, so again, people who have passed, but also people that you already have with you right now, like in the 3D. So call in like any and all help that you have, because you do have it, okay? Don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like you need to decide things alone or by yourself, because you have people behind you. I'm behind you, pile 3. But yeah, really beautiful energy, you know. Don't feel like you need to figure it all out at once or by yourself. We have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So yeah, your spirit guides are asking you, you know, who it is that you need to declutter, or what you need to declutter. Is that people? Is that this person? You know, are you going to keep them in your life? Do you feel like they add value to your life or not? Or any other personal development, personal things. I feel like this doesn't have to do with career. I feel like you're doing good in that department for the most part. But this just has to do with like relationships and like connections, you know, and at the end of the day, like choosing yourself and choosing you and what's best for you. And again, I feel like you just have like a big heart, so you could feel a little bit not disappointed, but a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just kind of like hesitant to do this. Like I feel like you would like feel bad for doing that, even though this person is obviously doing bad onto you and not the other way around. But oof, it's hard, it's tough, you know, having a really big heart and forgiving people very, very easily. Not that it's not good to forgive, because it is, but there's a difference, you know, between like forgiving someone and continuing to let them use you or play a bad role in your life, and forgiving someone and just like letting them go and no longer letting them intervene in your life in any negative way. We have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. You see, this is what I was saying with that like 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like for the most part, with like money, stability, whatever it is that you do for like work, your true life's calling, you're already doing it right now at this time. So if any of you pile 3s have been second guessing if like the path that you're on right now is where you're supposed to be or not, Surprise, it is. You're doing such a good job. You know, you're exactly where you need to be. The situation with this person is only temporary. It's not something that's gonna last forever. Okay, this is just like a little bump in the road that you need to overcome, a little mountain that you need to cross, and everything else, you know, will be like smooth sailing. You can carry on with your connections, your relationships, and everything else that is gonna continue to open up for you. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here with you, my pile threes. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, welcome. You can subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to follow me on TikTok, I have my TikTok link down below. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, I also have my Etsy shop link down below as well. And yeah, I'm sending you all a lot of love and light, my pile threes. You all got this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.